They don't want to make it, but they don't want you to stand up against them.
Exactly, and that's why they're trying to take it from the average law-abiding citizen. And they even put it in those terms. The law-abiding citizen needs to turn in their guns. Well, if they're law-abiding, that's exactly what the Constitution is there for.
Yeah, and we better start, appreciating it. Get involved with some active gun rights groups. That's what I would suggest. I want to get to this Texas Straight Talk. Congressman Ron Paul, he is one of the best congressmen this country has, a true patriot. He put out a report here. Don't let Congress fund the Orwellian psychiatric screening of kids. And every parent in America, this goes on to say, every parent in America should be made aware of a presidential initiative called the New Freedom Commission on Mental Health. This commission issued a report last year calling for the mandatory mental health screening of American school children, meaning millions of kids will be forced to undergo psychiatric screening whether their parents consent or not. And don't consent to this. And it goes on to say, at issue is the fundamental right of parents to decide what medical treatment is appropriate for their children. They want to drug the children. And this is admitted. These companies made up these psychiatric tests because they want to up the amount of kids on psychotropic drugs from 15% to 50%. Because the whole medical drug industry is a big scam.
Oh, yes, I agree. I mean, they're taking millions and millions of dollars as it is just off the 15%. I mean, these people are making millions of dollars, and it is the drug companies. It is the drug companies that have, they've actually formed the test that the children are going to take. I mean, talk about conflict of interest.
Well, Ron Paul goes on to say, forced mental health screening simply has no place in a free or decent society, and he's absolutely frickin' right.
I agree.
And this has already been passed.
Oh,
and this is even nothing compared to the horrors of the Patriot Acts that have both been passed.
I agree. And
here's one.
The only thing we can do is stand up against it now.
Let's stand up. We can make a difference. Here's out of Germany, and a lot of stuff, or Australians, they're used to it, but a lot of stuff from over there is coming over here. So what you see happening over there is a trend coming over here. And here's one. No job, no excuse for turning down sex work. In Germany, they made prostitution legal. Australians are used to the idea of working for the dole, but the Germans have taken it a step further. 25-year-old waitress who turned down a job providing sexual services at a brothel in Berlin, Germany, faces cuts to unemployment benefits. And they're going to do this. We watch out over there. Where is it legal in?
Nevada.
You better watch out in Nevada.
That'll
if you're
be
collecting unemployment or you need food stamps or something, because you'll be down there performing oral sex on every sleazy person who wants it in town.
I mean, that's just disgusting. I cannot believe that. I'm speechless. I truly am. It's
beyond words.
I'm just so personally offended by that.
That'll be on the website if you want to read the whole article. In fact, all these articles I'll try to have on the website, pfabf.org. Now, there's a lot of Big Brother stuff going on. How the FBI monitors your web browsing without a warrant. And you could read that there. And this goes on to say, it's been over 3 years since the U.S. Patriot Act was passed, and the DOJ still hasn't answered public simple question. Can you see what we're reading on the web without probable cause? Invasions of rights.
Yeah, and I think their silence is an answer in itself. Another one, a suit over DNA collection is rejected. Deterrent value. A judge says compiling the genetic data is not unreasonable. This man, Harry Sunnyvale Jr., was required to provide a DNA sample, and he said that it was unconstitutional, and he lost.
Yeah, they're going to come, and they're going to stick needles in you, and eye scan you, and face scan you, and thumb scan you, and stick microchips under your skin, so you have to have surgery to get an MRI if you need one. And we were talking about last week about kids having to give a fingerprint to get lunch. Mm-hmm. And if they have a blister or something, they go hungry. Yeah. I was joking about that, I hope. But they're doing all kinds of crazy things to these kids. Here's one. Stephanie Warsmith of the Beacon Journal staff writer wrote, Akron gives fingerprint meal system high grades. Well, that doesn't, it's controversial cafeteria system that identifies Akron public school students their fingerprints. They're saying it proves beneficial. Yeah, because they don't want to watch the kids, and they're pushing this. It's rhetoric, man. I don't even believe that. You people in Akron, call your school districts and tell them to stop. Leave your kids alone for Jesus. Leave them alone. It's just ridiculous. They're tagging them like dogs.
I hear they don't want to supervise them. I have a story from Netscape News. Reports Brits MTV smut aimed at teens. Conservative watchdog group Parents Television Council blasted MTV as smut peddlers, accusing the music cable network of targeting young viewers with oversexed programming.
Well, that's what they're doing. Because that's what they want to do. They want them oversexed so that they say, you have to go down to the brothel.
Right.
And work now.
Right.
This is just disgusting.
It is.
I want to get through these real quick. We're running long in this segment. Congress proposes a tax on all net data connections. That means they want to tax you like you mail a letter now on your email. I don't want my email taxed. I pay pretty good money for web services and ISPs and news group services. And you know what? Congress, didn't they get upset one day because they were overtaxed on tea?
Yes, they did. Definitely, this goes way back to 200 years ago when we were we had the stamp tax, we had the tea tax, everything, and the people were outraged. I'm outraged. They want us to fund their damn wars, and I've had about enough. And you should have had about enough too, people. I agree. And here's another guy. He's jailed for using a non-standard browser. He was using a Lynx or something, and it's just one of them ones that people make so you can't spy on. People don't want to be spied on. Now this guy is in jail. No, that guy was actually disabled, and it's a special browser for the disabled. Yeah, well, he's jailed now for donating to the tsunami. They kicked down his door, and they arrested him. And they caught him when he donated for the tsunami victims. It's ridiculous. And, talk about getting sent to prison. Here's one out of ABC News, Associated Press. Florida man sent to prison for stockpiling airplane parts and other junk from his yard. So this guy is going to prison for 3 years for just having junk in his yard, and what the population of the prison system has increased 1 million to 7 million now, and I think you people should be concerned about that because they're outsourcing the jobs that used to go down south in China and having slave labor right in the prison economy here in America, and we need to wake up to it. We do need to wake up, so that's why we started pfabf.org, and that's why we want people to get involved and get the message out there. Sign up for our newsletter at pfabf.org. Just say, sign me up, and we'll send it out to you. Make copies. Give them to your friends. If you got something to say, you got something you want to send us, we're at pfabf, P.O. Box 883, Syracuse, New York, 13206. And we're real excited about our plans for March 19th, a World Day of Protest against this damn war and all wars. Yeah. Well, we're going to end this segment. Yeah, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we'll see you back for segment 4.